With previous plans for Bray Wyatt revealed and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Talking about going straight to the WWE main roster and not having to go through developmental. Dominik Mysterio said this to Metro. I think there's definitely pros and cons to it depending on how you look at it. I was blessed and very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. I think just the way that I came about it and the people that I was surrounded with, I just don't think it made sense to go to NXT, especially with who I was going to learn from. You can't get any better than that. As far as guys that I could be next to, I'm literally next to some of the best, if not the best, the current best. Coming in with my first match against Seth and then carrying on to work with Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn during the pandemic, to where once the pandemic was over, I started working with John Cena, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Edge. Mentioning what could have happened if John Cena joined TNA back in the day, Kurt Angle said on his podcast, well, listen, John Cena, I believe, would have made just as much of an impact as I did for TNA, but if we both would have come there, that would have changed the face of wrestling. I really believe that. I honestly believe that John Cena coming to TNA would have probably changed the face. I think he was such a big name that he'd immediately have a huge impact. Oh, like I did. I don't know if he'd have more of an impact. Maybe, maybe not. But John Cena was really talented, and what he's done in WWE is unparalleled. So, having him come to TNA, first of all, if WWE released him, or if John Cena's contract expired, WWE has no right to say, hey, you're not allowed to do that. I mean, if John wanted to go to TNA, he would go to TNA. But the question is, would John Cena do that? That's the question. Sticking with Kurt Angle, he said this about what would have happened had he not left WWE in 2006 for TNA. This is a really, really difficult question because I don't regret going to TNA. I absolutely love TNA. I loved my 11 years there. I probably would have stayed if the money didn't run out, but I knew it was my time to go back to WWE and I wanted to finish my career where I started. But when I go back, the one thing I would love to change is I wish I didn't get injured so much because that's what caused my painkiller problem, and then my painkiller problem caused me to leave the WWE because I felt like if I wasn't going to leave, I was going to end up doing something pretty bad, which was overdose on painkillers. So I thought it was right for me to leave, but if I wouldn't have left the WWE and I would have wrestled there 20 straight years, I really believe to this day I'd be the greatest of all time. When it comes to previous plans for him to be a heel during his time in AEW, Cody Rhodes told comicbook.com, I was going to wrestle Sting. I don't think I've ever shared that with anybody and nothing was on paper or anything like that, but I can say I got a tremendous offer from AEW creatively, financially, the full package. You won't hear me say anything bad about AEW or Tony Khan or my time there. It was a tremendous offer, but the offer wasn't right for me. What I wanted to get back to was the first goal that I ever had, winning the WWE Championship. But yeah, that probably would have been the end game. That's what had been discussed, was to get one match with one of my heroes, Sting. And it's one of those things, you can wrestle one of your heroes or you can work with one of your heroes and he can be the head of creative, Paul Levesque. You can't have it all. And I think one thing I do pride myself on as a wrestler is I will make a decision. It might be a left turn, it might be exactly where you think I'm going, but I will make a decision. I will not get stuck because I felt like I'd been stuck early in my career and never want to be that way again. Speaking about former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis making the move to WWE, Teddy Long told Sportskeeda, I think that there's still money in Nick Aldis. I think they should be using him on TV. I agree he could go to NXT and be a great trainer, but he ain't ready for that. There's still money in this guy, man. Why waste him down there? Put him on TV and put him in a good story with somebody. They gotta build the guy, so don't give him to Cody right away. Let him make a name for himself there. Let him get some credibility there. Let him build him. And then slide him into Cody and you stop by Cody one day and say, hey, I ain't forgot about you, and then keep on walking. At a recent WWE live event, Seth Rollins responded to a fan calling him a fake world champion. Here's the clip.
We good? Man, I gotta be honest with you guys. Do I got Hester on my way back there and make sure you guys get the job done, alright? I gotta Ray Lewis my way back there and beat somebody's ass, huh? Schreiber, has been doing this to you all night long? Or is it just me? Don't tell me to shut up. Is that what they're saying? Shut up, go. Alright, I'll try it for y'all. Look, being a fighting champion is taking its toll on me. I heard one guy over here. We got one guy over here. That guy right there with the. That guy right there called me a fake ass champion. I am here in your city, sweating buckets, bleeding my own blood. I am far from a fake ass champion. I am a fighting champion because you guys deserve a champion who's a champion that's gonna bleed his own blood. You deserve the visionary. You deserve the revolutionary. You deserve a world champion. Seth.
As Matt Riddle has not been seen on WWE programming, he would also have a nude video be leaked on social media recently. Taking to Twitter, Riddle wrote yesterday, "It's hard being different sometimes, and I used to think I needed to fix something about myself, but then I realized my happiness is no one else's business, and I'm proud to be me, one of a kind." Despite coming up to the main roster, Isla and Alba Fyre have not been seen since losing their NXT Women's Tag Team belts. Mentioning WWE's plan for the duo, it was noted that Ringside News reached out to inquire about what WWE is doing with Isla and Alba Fyre. As we previously exclusively reported, WWE made the call to unify those titles when the decision was made to call them up to the main roster. We were told that the plan to nix those belts came around the time of the 2023 WWE Draft itself. NXT's women's division has a lot of younger talent right now, and they really can't support a tag team title situation right now. It was a good idea that could always be revisited down the line, but the NXT women's tag team titles are going away. A tenured member of the WWE creative team informed Ringside News that Isla and Alba Fyre are not high up on any totem pole, so they slipped down the card in recent memory. There is no mindset where anyone said to hell with them, as it was confirmed with us that this was never true. It was explained to us that Alba Fyre and Isla are not scheduled for SummerSlam, and everything right now is geared towards the biggest box office returns for SummerSlam. That being said, the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions have not been forgotten about by a long shot. While Bray Wyatt has been absent from WWE since the build to WrestleMania this year, there were interesting plans for him prior to the hiatus. As Steve Carrier of Ringside News wrote, Eric Young's creative in WWE would have likely put him in a pretty significant spot within the company. There were ideas, but they weren't for Eric Young. They were for Bray and Bo. Eric was under consideration. There were also pitches for Alexa Bliss to join before her maternity leave, which were nixed when it was obvious she wouldn't be around for all of 2023. In some unfortunate news, Welsh professional wrestler Adrian Street has passed away, as was said on bbc.co.uk. Welsh wrestling icon Adrian Street died on July 24th at Grange University Hospital, aged 82, his family have confirmed. He had recently undergone brain surgery. Of course, we wish Street's family all the best during this time. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.